I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich. Smell you later. Smells like money. Five free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later. Smells like money! Five free plays awarded! That smells wild! It doesn't get any better than that! Smells like a big one! Five times multiplier! It's raining cash! You gotta play to win!
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching,
Cocktails, t-shirts.
drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later. Smells like money! Five free plays awarded! That smells wild! It doesn't get any better than that! Smells like a big one! Five times multiplier! It's raining cash! You gotta play to win!
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of game day bingo, happy hour bingo, I should say, as we are getting into this very first game of Lucky 4 bingo. $46,110 on the line. Should be some great stuff in this very first game of game day bingo, but we have some really good games of, really good game of Lucky 4 bingo, but we do have some really good games of game day bingo we will be getting into, as we are going to be streaming all of this live to you guys on the Pilot TV Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Oh yeah, and speaking of those shiny new Pilot TVs, we just sent out a bunch to a ton of new locations, and those locations that are getting them installed are Thumper Pond Resort, the Woodshed Bar and Grill, the Dugout Bar and Grill Den, Silver Moon Lodge, Starbuck VFW, Super Bowl, as well as Hay Creek Campground. So congratulations to all those locations getting those shiny new Pilot TVs. We wish you guys a little bit of extra luck on all these games of Lucky 4 bingo and game day bingo we have ahead of us tonight.
Oh yeah, but we are on our final opportunity, and no, we are moving on to a $2 Musco prizes. We got Rock's Gym over at Adagio's, one ball away. We'll see if they can take home this $2 prize, or if it's going to be somebody else joining up at that one ball away mark, as it so regularly happens that the person who is so close to taking home that big major jackpot ends up just sticking around until they get into the cluster of everybody else. And look at there, we already got, it looks like Jim Rocks now competing against Rock's Gym over at Adagio's.
Something seems a little off here.
Yeah, it looks maybe it's Jim playing on one and Rocks playing on the other.
Yeah.
And they're just letting it know that's a duo, but we do have our winner.
Oh yeah, we got Little Jake Jr. as well as Jim Rocks. Little Jake Jr. over at J&J Bowling Center. Jim Rocks over at Adagio's. And we got 14, 12, 74, and 64 are 4 lucky numbers. So make sure you guys are paying attention, as those 2 games will be our lucky games heading into this game day bingo.
Yeah, we have some great game day bingo ahead of us, as we got some great prizes. That minor prize, $40, you could take home in 54 balls or less. If it doesn't go out here, we'll be clicking up 2 balls. That major prize is already at $2,685. You could take home in 52 balls or less, and that mega prize is at $44,999. You could take home in 49 balls or less. Should be some fun stuff as you guys get enrolled in the next 3 minutes, and hopefully we can give out at least one of these jackpots during this great happy hour, as we gave out quite a few jackpots during yesterday, 3 different jackpots to be exact, meaning that we've given out 34 jackpots over the last 7 days and 489 jackpots during this season 12.
Oh yeah, that first jackpot went out to Debbie over at Lyle Liquor, taking home $685.
Yes, I love a Little Debbie.
Exactly.
What's your favorite Little Debbie?
Ooh, the best Little Debbie snack that's out there. The one that you could have at any time, no matter what, has got to be the Cosmic Brownie.
Ooh.
It has to be.
I am going to go with the Nutty Bar.
Ooh,
yeah,
those
the
are also
Nutty
really
Buddy.
good.
Nutty Buddy, so good. That's one of my
yeah.
favorites. And then I would always, pull them apart, and it was great as one of my favorite little wafer snacks.
Oh yeah, they're probably one of the best out there.
Yes, I don't know, but if you're talking about my all-time favorite when I was a child, my favorite Little Debbie had to have been the honey buns.
Oh, the
I
honey buns
really
were great.
enjoyed,
Microwave them a little bit.
The frosted honey buns took it to another level.
They
Was
did.
super, super good. That was super tasty as well. I always remembered the a la carte at my school, and you could pick out there was the Little Debbie, iced ones. They were a little bit more expensive than the other ones, and
But they were worth it.
Whenever I got like the $5, to take to school, to get myself a treat, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna get this one.
It's time for the frosted
Oh,
honey
yeah.
bun.
Oh.
Exactly. That was always the best part. And then maybe I used to
Zebra
have
cakes.
Yep, I was gonna say I used to get zebra cakes a lot. I had a friend I used to trade him my zebra cakes for something from his lunch every time. And it was a great system we had.
Yeah, now my favorites are probably like the Nutty Buddies and the Fudge Rounds.
Yep.
Those are my two favorites.
Fudge Rounds are top tier.
Are my two favorite. The other ones are a little too sweet for me at this point. Like maybe an oatmeal cream pie. I really like that one
those
as
are
well.
good.
But the other ones are definitely get a little too sweet. The brownie's still tasty, Cosmic Brownie.
yeah.
But once you get to the zebra cakes and the other ones like that, it gets a
Zebra
little
cakes
too
will
sweet.
feel like it's gonna make you comatose or something.
Yeah, it's a lot of sugar going
It
into your
is.
system. As a kid, I could eat like 7 of them.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
I was A-okay with it. But
and then
now,
you were just running around afterwards.
but now I would get just a giant stomach ache.
oh
That's what
yeah,
happened.
you'd be cramped over, yeah.
Yeah, but good job to Debbie getting the win over at Lyle's Liquor, $685. Next one went out to Itty over at Country Lounge, taking home $7,783, the largest jackpot of that Monday.
Oh yeah, and right after that, and ending off that Monday, we had AA Ron over at Shiners Jenkins, taking home $655. Good job to you, AA Ron, and all of our players winning yesterday.
Yeah, I did just see a funny little interview with Bryan Cranston talking about his relationship
with Aaron Paul.
With Aaron Paul.
To Kevin Hart.
Yes, with Kevin Hart,
Yep.
and it's hilarious because he's talking with Kevin Hart, and he's like, you just are on set with somebody, and you just feel it click, and you just become really good friends with them. And then Kevin Hart comes out there, and he's like, yeah, we spent so many times. Do you remember
On
what
the
movie?
upside.
The upside is what he was talking about, and we really got to know each other, and I feel like we became friends. And then Bryan Cranston's like, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And he's like, I mean, it seemed like it, and Brian's like, yeah, acting. It was just like, oh.
It was so funny.
And it's like, people always forget that, Bryan Cranston is first a comedy guy.
Oh,
he's
for
just
sure.
a funny guy. And
He's just gonna crack jokes at you.
Yeah, he was just it was just really funny to
It
watch
definitely
that.
was, and it's funny because
Kevin doesn't care either.
Yes, he doesn't care either. Like if Aaron Paul's better friends with him than Kevin Hart, then he is. He doesn't
Plus,
care about that. He's Kevin
all
Hart.
of Kevin Hart's jokes are him being the butt of the joke.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it was definitely funny to watch.
You can't be that tall and put on Shaq's jacket.
Yes.
Without being I know what I'm getting into.
I know what I am. Well, all of those jokes about himself have gotten him millions and millions of dollars.
Exactly.
So,
and being
all
funny
to
and
him.
rolling with the punches, going for it, you got to give it to him.
Power
and he's
to
funny,
the man.
So
yeah, I think he's really, really, really funny.
He made the rest his counterpart to the interview was probably the funniest part of it.
Oh, I
Bryan
love
Cranston's
his.
answers
Have
were
you ever
great.
watched his ice bucket interviews
Yeah,
where he
with
takes
The Rock and
athletes
stuff, yeah.
he'll athletes, actors. You'll just see a bunch of different people, and they'll hop into the ice buckets and everything like that with them, and it's just funny every single time.
I love those. Are the really fun interviews that I like watching. I think the ice bucket interviews, or even joke interviews, Between Two Ferns, with Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, there's
Hot
a new dude that's doing it a bunch with a bunch of famous people, and he does awkward joke interviews, and he's really famous on TikTok now.
Interesting.
But he does very similar to that. Yes, he's got long hair and a mustache that he rocks, and it's very very funny. He just had Sean McVay on his thing for a while,
fun.
and it was really funny.
Yeah.
But we do have a winner on this one.
Oh, yeah, we got Tank over at Shady's Real Side taking home that $21 Musco prize. Good job to you, Tank, as that minor, major, and mega prizes are going to be rolling and growing onto that next round. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled in Press and Play. But, yeah, definitely some funny stuff. I know another one of those, interviews that I like that aren't, normal, interviews are definitely hot ones.
Oh.
Where they eat like the spicy chicken wings while they're doing it.
Yes.
They're always like so funny. I watched Shaq's. Shaq was hilarious on that.
Oh yeah, no, they're really, really funny. There was a really, really funny lady that she almost seemed like she actually got mad at him for like having him. She was like, I'm gonna buy up this entire company and I'm gonna fire every single one of you guys.
Oh, yeah, I think she was. Was it one of the Kardashians that he had? It might. It was.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't. It was a comedian that was on there.
Yeah.
And I can't remember because she's in stuff, but I can't remember what stuff she's in.
Was it Amy Schumer?
No, it was not Amy Schumer.
No, because people would have probably thought that was probably the funniest joke out there. But let's see. I'm not really too sure, but I know there were so many interviews that were really funny to watch. Jeff Goldblum's interview was really funny.
Yes.
And then I forgot who else.
No, they had definitely. They've had a
Idris
number.
Elba was on there.
A number of really, really funny people on there to have it. But it was.
Maya Rudolph.
Yes, Maya Rudolph. She got really upset and was like, I'm going to fire everybody.
Yep.
It was really, really funny. Yeah, she definitely is. Well, somehow we got from talking about Aaron Paul to talking about hot ones. Good job at Aaron getting the win over at Shiners Jenkins. $655 on that final jackpot on that Monday. But we do have some big-time stuff to talk about as you guys get enrolled into this next game in the next 30 seconds. And that's because Pilot's newest E-Tab game is coming this Wednesday. It's called Winter Poker Run. Head to the trails on your snowmobile to collect cards at different pubs. Collect up 5 cards and create your hand for the poker bonus and win big prizes.
Definitely 8. Sounds like a ton of fun. I'm really excited.
Yeah, so
to see
each
it.
bar you go to, you get a new card for your poker hand, and then once you get to the bonus round, you have those 5 cards, and if you have the better hand you have, the more money you're going to end up winning.
Exactly, because who doesn't like bar hopping on a snowmobile?
Oh yeah, that sounds like a really fun time, actually.
It does.
Yeah, so it's definitely some cool stuff. I can't wait for it to officially hit your guys' iPads tomorrow, which should be a great way before we get into the festive season, and we're going to leave you guys off and let you guys enjoy a great Thanksgiving. Well, you'll hopefully be eating lots of food. Before we get into the lots of food section of this conversation, we need to talk about our Facebook page where you can actually see a preview. You will be able to see a preview of that brand new E-Tab game, Winter Poker Run. You also will be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also click our website link. It's our link tree, has links to bar locations, our socials, and more there as well. So give us a like and follow, and just search up Pilot Games and find us there on Facebook. Yeah. But going back to Thanksgiving, are you excited for a little bit of Thanksgiving action?
I am. I have 2 that I will be attending, so it's always fun.
Okay, what is your most... one of them is going to be a very non-traditional Thanksgiving. Is the other one going to be a traditional Thanksgiving?
Yes, the other one will be a traditional. My friend Zach.
Okay,
do it every year.
That's going to be really, really tasty. Now, what is your meal? The food that you're looking forward to most in your non-traditional Thanksgiving and then in your traditional Thanksgiving?
Okay, so every year, my parents we usually do turkey and stuff, but since it's like a smaller family, we switch things up. We're going baby back ribs this year.
Yeah, because you guys have went a little crazier the last few years as you guys did like Chinese food. What was it?
Yeah, we've done like Chinese food, like we've done like wings and stuff. We're just going all out with that. For,
yeah,
like,
just whatever it is,
game.
You just make sure it's a feast.
Oh yeah,
and that's really all it is. It's about having a feast with the family.
Exactly, and then like we'll still go crazy with all the sides and everything.
Oh yeah,
and so it's just always a good time. And I know,
but this year.
Yeah, baby back ribs, probably some sort of like fried potato as well. Maybe instead of mashed potatoes, we'll go with that.
But you're looking forward most to those baby back ribs.
Yeah,
I would be as well. We do have Jim Rocks over to Daggio's taking home that $28.70 must-go prize. Good job, Jim Rocks. As Jim Rocks / Rocks Gym has been hot during this beginning portion of these games. But we're about to get enrolled into this next game of Game Day Bingo, as that minor prize will be clicking up here from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be some fun stuff as you guys are getting enrolled.
Oh yeah, definitely awesome stuff. And I think for my traditional Thanksgiving, the food that I'll be excited for the most will be Actually, it's actually a non-traditional item that they make as well with the turkey and stuff. They have a family lasagna that they make.
Really?
And it just has like anything you could like really think of. It's got like pepperoni in there and all that. It's really good.
That's so funny. Well, I was just watching a video, and it was a family that this boyfriend had just came to visit his girlfriend's family, and they ate lasagna for breakfast as a Thanksgiving tradition. And
you know what?
They were like, he was like, where did this start? And they were like, I think my dad. And he just starts cracking up, and he's like, there's no way that was actually supposed to be like a tradition. He was like, your dad just 1 year was like, oh, I don't want to cook them breakfast. I'm going to just reheat them some old lasagna.
And then it became a
tradition. For some reason it stuck.
That dad is just like every Thanksgiving morning.
Now make lasagna. I thought it was so funny because that's just like such a weird food to have for a Thanksgiving breakfast.
I know, but I guess like it might get you ready. You know,
I guess
it starts the stomach out a little bit.
Yeah, get the stomach going early on. That's definitely true. We do have 1 minute to get enrolled in this next game. Like I said, 58 balls or less for your shot at $130. Should be some fun stuff here as you guys get into this. But speaking more about Thanksgiving, I am looking forward probably most to is the stuffing. I love stuffing. It's one of my favorites of all the Thanksgiving specialties.
Yep.
I am also looking forward to the like fresh baked rolls that come with Thanksgiving. That's always super tasty. And I have a one part of my family has like a culinary graduated from college culinary chef, and so whenever we go there to get that Thanksgiving, we get
there's
some
always like some crazy appetizers and
some
stuff.
just absolutely delicious food that's cooked up there. And so I'm very, very excited for Thanksgiving, and then I'm super excited for the other side because they just get lots of food, and then they like to party on Thanksgiving. So that's always fun.
That's gonna be a blast.
They love watching football and doing all that stuff, and
it's the perfect holiday.
And they're the ones I'm going to on Saturday, which is going to be on football rivalry Saturday.
It is.
Yes, where we're gonna have the Michigan-Ohio State game happening. There's gonna be a bunch of other big rivalry football games.
Yeah.
I wonder who the Minnesota Gophers are playing
That's
this
gonna
week.
be a big weekend.
Yeah, let's check out.
Yeah, see who the Gophers are playing. That'll be fun. We saw them as they were playing Central Michigan.
Yeah, we saw them playing basketball, I think, against Central Michigan.
Which was pretty cool.
Long ago. But it looks like this Saturday they're going to be going up against Wisconsin, which should be a pretty tough one. Wisconsin's 6-5. They're known to be a good program, but I think we can definitely get a win here as we have the better record. We have one of the better wins, crushing Michigan State 34-7. That was a great win for the Gophers. See other great wins from they crushed Colorado, and then their 2 wins against some pretty easy teams.
New Mexico State.
New Mexico State and Western Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely some cool. Oh, we beat Nebraska 20-13. That's definitely a big time win as Nebraska. Oh wait, Nebraska's having a rough year too. I didn't realize how bad
How's Rutgers doing?
The Big Ten's been doing this year. Rutgers?
Yeah.
Rutgers is 4-4, so they've had a bad year as well.
Yeah.
They randomly have good years.
That's what I was like. I was like, randomly they pop off. And
I don't think this is one of those years for Rutgers. But it seems like we are, right in line to be able to be a team like Minnesota. We're coming off of losing to a 7-4 Iowa Hawkeyes team, but I think we can come around and get a good win against a Wisconsin team, which would be a pretty good win for us for sure.
Oh yeah, and Gophers and Badgers. Gophers are definitely better anyways.
Exactly, they're cuter. We do have 61 balls dropped here, and that means we're giving out a $35.90 must-go prize out to Dazzle68 over at the Red Rooster Bar and Grill. Good job to Dazzle68 in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We're about to get enrolled into a game number 4 with that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. So hopefully you guys are getting enrolled and pressing play.
Oh, yeah. And while you guys are at it, we got a ton of bingo that we throw at you guys all throughout the day. And kicking off that bingo schedule, we start with that Vikings bingo. It's those 25-cent cards that run from 12 all the way till 1 o'clock. During those times, you guys go after a jackpot that's going to be clicking up over $3,000 tomorrow. And no matter what that jackpot's at, you guys can always take that home in 52 balls or less.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun time playing that Vikings bingo, and it leads you right into the game day bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4. If we don't give out any of these game day bingo jackpots during this time, you'll be able to go after those once again during that 1 to 4 time. And just like I was explaining at the end of this one, it rolls into the 1 to 4 time. At the end of that, it rolls into the 4 to 6 time, our happy hour live stream bingo, which is bracketed by 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo at 4 p.m. and at 6 p.m., both with $45,000 available in them. We were not able to give it out at 4 p.m., so we'll have another opportunity at 6 p.m. to give out that great jackpot.
Oh, yeah, and right after that, going from 6 all the way till 6:40, and again from 8:30 all the way till 10, you guys will be getting into some Skull Bingo $1 card action. During those times, you guys will be going after a line prize, starting off the day at $359. You guys can always take that home in 10 balls or less. That large frame prize at $1,680, you guys can always take home in 43 balls or less. And that coverall prize is at $36,771. And as always, you guys can take that home in 50 balls or less.
Yeah, should be some fun stuff in that Skull Bingo, but it will be interrupted by a great specialty night where me and you are actually going to be back in the studio. MegaSota Game Night. It starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Normally, it's not me and Will, so if you guys are disappointed, I'm sorry. Tony and Nikki will be back next week, so, you know.
We're sorry.
Wait it out, apologies. I guess. But we're super excited to go after all these PGL points and prizes, like that Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale in this one, $51,977 that you can win in 54 balls or less. Should be some fun stuff, as well as the following night where we'll have a unhosted, but you could still earn PGL points specialty night.
Oh, yeah, that goes on from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and that's our Wild Wednesday. Typically, it's me and Ian taking the helm when you guys through a ton of PGL action up until our grand finale, where it's actually 2 games of Wipeout Blackout, where you guys get to see a little bit of the sun in the sand, in case you guys are starting to miss it during these colder months. But we do have balls dropping on this game of Game Day Bingo. That minor jackpot's at $194. You can take home in 60 balls or less. Major jackpot's at $2,807. You can take home in 50 balls or less. And that mega jackpot's at $45,122. And you guys can take that home in 49 balls or less.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. And it should be some fun stuff as we continue to get enrolled in these games. But hopefully we can give out that minor prize in 60 balls or less. We do have that one other specialty night, as it's a Vikings game day. We will not be having a Vikings game day this week, as that will be happening on Thanksgiving. Our Vikings will be taking on the Patriots, which should be a pretty interesting game. And I always like a good Vikings Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
And they're going to be wearing their primetime purple jerseys, which always looks super good. I love the gold numbers that they rock when they have those primetime purple jerseys on.
Exactly.
So I'm definitely excited to see them show out after being, beaten pretty bad by the Dallas Cowboys. I think they'll be pretty excited to get after it against the Patriots. But it's going to be a tough matchup. Especially with the fact that Christian Darrisaw will not be able to play for that Thursday game, as he ended up, it was another concussion that he got on the Sunday game against the Cowboys.
Oh, man, that's sad to see.
Yeah, not what you wanted to see. And so hopefully we can shore up that line with our backups, and they can give us some good pass protection to, let Kirk Cousins have a little bit more time back there to throw, as when he does, he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, he just didn't really have much of that time.
No, he had no time against the...
That O-line, crumbled.
Yeah, and we weren't able to establish a run game either, and so that's you got to be able to have something, and we just couldn't find anything to give us a boost. We do have a winner here taking home a jackpot.
Oh, yeah, we got Lua over at American Legion Shakopee taking home $194 on that minor jackpot. Good job to you, Lua, spending no time at all, going right at 58 balls.
Yeah, it should be some fun stuff. Well, make sure you guys are getting enrolled into this next game, as we will be having that double Musco, $49.10, only growing as you guys continue to get enrolled in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But we do have some national days to get into as you guys are playing this next game, and that's National Cranberry Relish Day. Another seasonal holiday staple graces the table each year on National Cranberry Relish Day. Make sure you're prepared on November 22nd. Make sure you're stocked and ready. Get tasting the many recipes out there and pick your favorite one.
Oh yeah, anyone is the best one as long as it's not right out of that tin can. Definitely love cranberry relish.
Yeah, I'm not a cranberry relish guy, but it definitely I can see why it would be tasty.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's like one of the best things out there for Thanksgiving.
I see it on most people's tables.
And it adds a little bit of sweet to that leftover sandwich.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never tried it paired with anything. I've just had like kind of a spoonful of it. And
yeah, I've been like,
Yeah, I don't really like this that much. I'd rather
it's like fruit juice that hasn't been fully squeezed.
Yeah, that's definitely like it just got stomped on and then served.
Yeah. This is like what's left in the barrel after they make the wine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Have you seen that is it like Ocean Spray is the one that does all the cranberry commercials of them with like the flooded cranberry farms?
Yes.
That's how they harvest them, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that there's like massive like wolf spiders that will like what they do is like when they flood the field for all the cranberries to get like harvested is that's why there's the water is just to like get them out.
Yeah.
Well, there's wolf spiders that bury around like that around all the cranberries, and so when they flood, they go to the surface and they're basically just trying to get out. And so they crawl on the tallest thing, which most of the time
is the person
in there with like the waders on and stuff.
Oh,
that's like a popular thing. It's like, oh, you just got to get comfortable with wolf spiders.
Oh, that's scary. I would hate that. I would never get comfortable with that.
No, someone found out about that after they started working there.
Yeah. I wouldn't tell. I wouldn't tell the people that I'm hiring about it.
No,
it would be so hard to get employees.
Yeah, no one's gonna want to work there unless you get like a flamethrower or something.
Yeah, you just go. Okay, you do it, and then at some point, people are like, "I need a job," and they're just like doing it, and then they get used to it.
Yeah.
You know, just a little surprise at first.
Oh, yeah, just a little, here, you get a little buddy.
Oh, my gosh, that is terrifying. We do have just a few seconds before we are in this game number 5 of Game Day Bingo. We got that must-go prize that's grown up to $78.20 as we got some big-time players out there trying to get a nice win. If we are able to give it out even earlier than that, we do have that 50 ball or less major prize of $2,836 and a mega prize of $45,151 you can take home in 49 balls or less. Should be some fun stuff in this game number 5.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. And yeah, it's just apparently they're like guarded by the wolf spider to like eat the bugs. It's like like a pest control.
Wow, that is...
And so it's like common knowledge for people who are from Massachusetts, but for the rest of us, yeah, here it goes. So they basically just grow them in a bog, which is like a little valley, and then when they flood it, all the little spiders just...
That's terrifying. I hate that. Well, here's a few fun facts about cranberry sauce / relish. It was first sold back in 1912. And that's super fun. Some people call it relish instead of cranberry sauce.
Interesting.
I've mostly heard it called sauce than relish.
And I think it's only called relish when it has like the other stuff in it.
Yeah.
Next up, cranberries are one of the only fruits native to North America. There are 2 other cultivated here, and that is the blueberry and the Concord grape.
I did not know that.
No, I thought we had like raspberries and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the only ones. The berries come from 5 states, actually, as it's Massachusetts, Wisconsin, New Jersey, Oregon, Washington, but they can also be found in British Columbia, Quebec, Canada.
Interesting.
Very, very cool stuff. We do have a winner, though, in this game. Brian over at Shooter Saloon and Eatery taking home that $78.20 must-go prize. Good job, Brian. In this game number 5, we're about to get enrolled into a game number 6 with that minor prize. Clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less should be fun, so make sure you're getting enrolled and press and play. But cranberries aren't actually grown in water. That's fun.
Yeah, and so there's a reason that the cans are upside down. The rounded edge, which is typically at the bottom of canned goods, is at the top of a cranberry sauce can. According to Ocean Spray representative, the rounded end of the can is filled with an air bubble vacuum, which makes it easier to get the sauce out. And that is false. If you've ever tried to get that cranberry sauce out of there, it
is not easier.
No, sometimes it comes out in one like little quick like.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's like you gotta like.
It takes a bunch of work with it.
Yeah.
You can turn it into a cocktail. I didn't know that. There are dozens of ways to dress it up. You can do maple syrup, zest it up with orange, elevate it with rosemary and boozy port, or you can cut it with pears. Or the options are endless.
Oh yeah, I think my favorite way to pair cranberry juice is just with Tito's.
Okay, a few quick fun facts. Americans consume 80 million pounds of at Thanksgiving of cranberry sauce. It is served at Christmas in the UK. The most basic recipe is simple: cranberries and sugar for that cranberry relish. Super cool stuff on this Cranberry Relish Day. Happy National Cranberry Relish Day. And hopefully you guys can enjoy some on today. But that is actually our only national day for today. And so we'll be moving on to a little bit of Twins news, as we talked about just yesterday, how we traded for Kyle Farmer. Now we got a little grade on the infielder Kyle Farmer.
Oh, yeah. After moving on from Ursula, the Twins desperately needed some solid depth on the left side of the infield, and they got that in Kyle Farmer. Farmer can play all three positions well, and he's not only, and while he's not an elite defender, he's very solid at second base, third base, and most importantly, shortstop. He's 32, doesn't hit free agency until 2025, and was thought of extremely highly in Cincinnati. He was arguably the Reds' 2022 MVP and plays with incredible hustle and leadership. So getting him is a huge win for those Twins. If the Twins opt against adding another shortstop, then Farmer is a terrible starter. In all likelihood, he's not. So the team is going to be adding another shortstop, whether it's one of the four big ones or Elvis Andrus. Someone will join the team and make Farmer a backup. With that in mind, adding a good hustle and leadership guy for middling prospect is a great trade, and that trade is getting a grade A.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
awesome. I think it's a great grade of it. I talked about that a lot with Jordy during our broadcast about how this is the kind of guy that you want to fill around your stars. Like you have your big stars. I do still expect us to get those big stars, those big money guys that are going to, you're going to see posted all over on all the different sports pages that we signed them.
Pretty soon we're going to be seeing, I think we're going to be seeing largest contracts coming up here soon.
Yes.
This is going to be a season of massive contracts with
This
the
is
free agents we have on
this
there.
is going to set the market for the next few years, what this free agency is able to produce contract-wise.
This is going to be the first offseason since last year's lockout.
Yes.
So they've already gone through the talks and everything. They've about what we expect going from the future, and it's I'm guessing them.
I think it's going to be some pretty decent money going out there.
Yeah.
And I think Carlos Correa may be one of those guys receiving it from our Twins, which would be an interesting thing, I've heard a lot of talk about the Twins getting him once again.
Yeah.
And getting a guy like Kyle Farmer is a perfect addition to add with him, even though he plays shortstop as well. He can go out there, and if Carlos Correa is injured, he can go and play shortstop for him and give some solid
he can
minutes.
help in that second.
Yeah, second, third. He can play all over the place. And so he is one of those versatile players that is a good locker room guy that builds everybody up, is always a good add for a team that has championship aspirations. And now we just need to get a few more of those, good role players that can, build the depth. But outside of that, it's just now using that big money that we have, because we have a lot of money available to spend on those big stars. Now we just got to use it.
Exactly, and I really think it's going to be a big year. It's either I couldn't imagine it's going for anyone other than Correa if we're looking at spending the big money.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I mean, imagine if we decide to go elsewhere. I mean, that would be interesting.
Because elsewhere, it's like we're looking at other specific players that are
there's only
crazy.
one other dude that I'm like Aaron Judge. That's
and I'm just like, there's no way. But if there is,
I mean, I
Aaron
thought that same way about Carlos Correa though when he
Yeah.
was in his free agency and he ended up signing with the Twins. We were like, what? That was not expected.
Oh yeah.
We do have a winner though in this game. Ben over at Roosters 2 taking home that $20.30 Musco prize. That's weird because Ben's the producer, and so how is he winning right now?
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, did he make a trip over to Minnesota? No, I guess it's a different Ben. Good job getting the win in this game number 7. Game number 6 of Game Day Bingo. We're now getting rolled into a game number 7 with that minor prize clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less, $83 and growing as you guys get enrolled in the next 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But, yeah, it would be crazy if we went after Aaron Judge.
Yes, it would be. Let's look up some of the big free agents that are available in the MLB.
Oh, yeah. We got Ben checking in and letting us know that he is indeed in Minnesota currently.
Well, I wonder how he got there.
Who knows?
Yes. Well, okay, we got the top ranking free agents to this guy. Okay, they have Aaron Judge as the number 1 free agent, Jacob DeGrom, right-handed pitcher.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm not familiar with, but yeah, he's really talented player. Trey Turner, a shortstop. Could go there as we're definitely looking at shortstop. Nolan Arando, third baseman. He's 31 years old. Alexander Bogarts, shortstop as well. Then at number 6, Carlos Correa, shortstop. I think he should be. He would be higher up there if it wasn't for his little bit of a down year compared to his standard.
Oh yeah.
The Carlos Correa standard plays a little bit better than what we saw this past season.
Oh yeah. Next up in 7th, we have Carlos Rodon, left-handed pitcher. In 8th, hitting free agency in his 40s. We got Justin Verlander, right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, I know we
all know about that.
We had there was a conversation about that if we were looking for a 1-year sign kind of guy, it wouldn't be a bad idea to think of giving some money to Justin Verlander. But I think that if we're looking for long-term solutions, then there's no way you should be signing Justin Verlander.
Yeah, but for like a 1-year deal, honestly,
it just matters on if we think we're going to be competitive within the year, or if we think it's going to be a multi-year building a championship, because it's so hard to just throw a team together and be like it's championship level. Most of the time when you get those guys that you're like, oh, I want that 1-year rental, it's a team that consistently is being really good but can't get to that next level, and they already have that team chemistry, and then you just add in another talented guy into the roster kind of thing. So we may need to build up this team, and then we can go sign a Justin Verlander type player. 10th is Wilson Contreras. He is a catcher, and their number 10 prospect is Edwin Diaz, a right-handed pitcher. Well, it does seem like there's quite a few pitchers that are going to be out there in the free agency in the top 25 that are out there, so it should be a interesting offseason for our front office.
Exactly. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys are out there supporting those Twins. Especially one way to do so is by playing the ETAB game. We teamed up with them for Twins Win. You guys can play that today wherever Pilot games are played, and it's the only place where you guys will be able to check out all those awesome ETABs and bingo games where we are sponsored with the Minnesota Twins, those Wild, and those Vikings.
Yes, it's awesome stuff. We love those ETABs. Twins Win, one of my favorite of those ETAB games.
Oh, yeah.
But we are 40 balls dropped in this one as we're trying to give out that minor prize of 56 balls or less. People are in line to be able to take this one home as we got players 7 balls away, like Axel Boy, Shelljoy, Tom, Tank, Richie.
Sean. XSP 1710.
Ooh, I mean that sounds like an Android. So
yeah, I
don't know if I trust Android to be playing our games.
It sounds like a gun model or something.
Maybe that does sound kind of like a gun model.
Yeah.
Well, we do have 55 balls. Final opportunity to give out this minor prize. It doesn't look like we'll be doing it. Moving on to that $27 must-go prize. As we got players 2 balls away, we should be giving this out in just a second. Once we do, we will be hopping into our lunchtime bingo standings, where people have been been competitive from that 12-1 time all season long. But we do have a winner in this one right here.
Oh, yeah, we got McGee over at North Star Tavern taking home that $27 Musco prize. Good job to you, McGee. As we start getting enrolled for game number 8 of Game Day Bingo. Definitely some awesome stuff as that minor, major, and mega jackpots are going to be rolling and growing onto that next round.
Oh yeah. But on to our lunchtime bingo standings, the Twiking Zone. In 10th place, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley with 113,000 points. With 122,000 points in 9th place, we got Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant. In 9th place, we got T-Bone over at Poppers with 142,000 points. With 148,000 points in 7th place, we got Tez over at Poppers. 6th place is Kirby over at VFW Blaine with 159,000 points. With 222,000 points in 5th place, we got Sinbob over at the Bedrock. 4th place is Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 227,000 points. With 258,000 points in 3rd place, we got Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 271,000 points. And with a huge lead, 99,000 point lead in 1st place, we got Mikey Wins over at Steve O's.
Definitely some awesome stuff. Good job to all of our players out there in those standings. And now on to those locations they're out there supporting. In 10th place, we got Lakefront Bar and La Center with 170,000 points. With 175,000 points in 9th, we got Steve O's in Crystal. 8th place is Halfley's Bar in Richmond with 184,000 points. In 7th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 197,000 points. Jumping past that 200,000 point club in 6th, we have our place on 3rd and Faribault with 301,000 points. 5th is VFW Blaine with 316,000 points. With 449,000 points in 4th, we have Poppers in Virginia. 3rd is Corky's Bar South Haven with 483,000 points. With 578,000 points in 2nd, it's American Legion Fridley. And in 1st place, holding on to that lead with almost a 100,000 point lead, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 661,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all those players and locations, killing it during our lunchtime bingo. And hopefully we can see some more of you guys out there during that 12-1 time. We do have just 25 seconds to get enrolled in this next game as we got that 58 ball or less minor prize. You could take home $148. That major prize at $2,927 at 50 balls or less. And as soon as it gets over $3,000, the very next game it would be clicking up from 50 to 51 balls or less, as that mega prize is also sitting real good, $45,241. You could take home in 49 balls or less. But we do have balls dropping in this game number 8 of Game Day Bingo. And as you guys are getting enrolled into the playing this game number 8, or if you're just taking a break from these live bingo games, definitely check out our e-tabs. We got so many different fun e-tab games that you could play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. You definitely want to go check them out. They're super, super fun.
Oh yeah, it's a ton of fun. Which e-tab would you bring to Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh, I'm going to bring a little bit of, because they got to meet my family. I mean, which side of the family am I bringing them to?
Oh, it's got to go to both.
They got to come to both. Okay,
Yeah.
so they got to be a little multi-dimensional because they got to be able to fit in with both families. I'm going to go with a little bit of Ruby's Adventure.
That's fair.
I'm bringing Ruby.
That's smart.
Yeah, so I feel like, they got lots of stories, to tell of adventures, and we'll have, proper dinner etiquette as well, because you worry about that with some of the other characters.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it might be a little worrisome. It's like, well, Diesel Freaks might be fun at one party. Might not be, proper for the other.
Yeah, it wouldn't be proper for the other Thanksgiving. So
I'm going Monster Moolah.
Monster Moolah.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be an interesting one.
Yeah.
What about a little? Gosh, why am I blanking on the name of the game? Make It Rain.
Oh, the Founding Fathers.
The Founding Fathers.
Yeah.
Bring them for a little bit of Thanksgiving action.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. We love all those ETAB games that we have out there. It's make sure you guys are checking out all of them because they each have their own theme and they're all a blast.
Yeah, they definitely are.
That's great.
They are really, really fun. We do have winning it in 60 balls. Take it home, $42.30. We got Do Da Funk over at at Lookout Bar and Grill, and Blanche over at American Legion Eagles Lake, splitting up that $42.30 Musco prize. Good job to both of our winners in this game number 8 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 9 with that minor prize clicking up from 58 balls or less to 60 balls or less. $190 available in that one, and only growing as you guys get enrolled in the next 2 minutes. We also are creeping that major towards $3,000 as it sits at $2,965, and that mega prize at $45,284 you can take home in 49 balls or less. Should be some fun stuff as we get enrolled into this next game. But my question for you, ETAB, that you would choose to let's see. You have to go, basically, you get all the characters in the E-tab to try and block gosh, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to block Aaron Donald and, let me try and think of someone else. Myles Garrett, as well as Ray Lewis, Prime Ray Lewis. All three of them are lined up, and then you got all the E-tab crew. They get to block these 3 players, and you get to run behind them. Which E-tab are you choosing to block for you?
Bachelorette party.
Bachelorette party.
Yeah.
That's what you're choosing.
Yeah.
You're getting smacked. You are getting smacked. You had an option of a moose. You could choose a moose, and you chose human beings.
Okay, Pride of Minnesota might be a good one.
Yeah, you got Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox on that one.
Yeah,
and I mean, and like with Bachelorette Party, I mean, you get Miss Minnesota, I guess, with Pride of Minnesota. So there's that one too. You got other different crazy stuff. You got like a mallard duck on your team in Pride of Minnesota.
Why don't I just pick Buku Bucks?
Yeah, there you go, Buku Bucks. Then you got a gun.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the beer cans might slow them down.
Yeah. You could go.
Just have them play some beer pong.
What's the gator bait one?
Oh,
Later Gator.
Yeah.
Later Gator. Then you'd have alligators to block for you.
That's very like Temple of Doom. And of course, in good fashion, as Ben always does, Ben has picked Going Bananas.
It will block for him. Yeah, that
Honestly,
makes sense. That's a genius idea.
You just have to say that they're chimps, and I might agree with you because I'm not out there, so I'm not one of the 3 you got to block against. I can take a chimp.
You can take
the rest of the human population might not be able to,
but you can.
No.
We do have 11 balls dropped in this game. We got players getting after it. Aaron. We got Squishy, Ram, all trying to get this win at 60 balls or less, $219. We'll see if we can give it out. If we don't, we do have a $56.70 Musco prize in this game as well.
But I actually saw a video of someone talking about like just how strong like chimps are, and they're like, it's the fur that makes you like think some. And he's like, look up what a shaved chimp like looks like.
Yeah, they're jacked.
Yeah, they're just absolutely jacked. Oh,
they look like almost bodybuilders.
Yeah, they really do. Like that bite, the legs, everything. It's literally just all muscle.
Yeah, they're huge. They're jacked creatures. We do have 39 balls dropped now, and so we're creeping ever so closer to this game right here.
Ben just going over the logistical issues of going bananas.
Yes. I completely agree with Ben. We do have some music history to get into, and we're going to move on from our E-tabs as there's so many great E-tab games we can talk about. But today in 1968, the Beatles released the White Album, a double album that contains both the soothing Blackbird and the discomforting Helter Kelter.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of fun. Do you have a favorite song from the White Album?
I don't know. White Album wasn't well received, was it?
It was.
It was well received. What was the album that wasn't well received by
not
the Beatles?
100% sure. But we do have Billy Bear over at Jimmy's Poorhouse taking home that minor jackpot of $219. Good job to you, Billy Bear, taking that home in 58 balls. Definitely a good jackpot there. And you actually do have a song that's on there that you really like.
Let's see. What are all the songs? Okay, yeah, there's Rocky Raccoon on that one. That's definitely one of my favorite songs from them. I forgot that. Yeah, there's this was a well received album that I remember. It might have been a different one. Do they have another album that's like a color?
Maybe not. Then maybe it was this. Maybe it was.
It might have been the Black Album.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But definitely some cool stuff there. The White Album, huge. And one of my favorite songs come from it, Rocky Raccoon. But there's other really, really great songs in that one as well. And it's actually
Oblada is probably my favorite.
It's the 9th studio album and the only double album by the English rock band The Beatles. Released on November 22nd, 1968. Featuring a plain white sleeve. The cover contains no graphics or text other than the band's name embossed.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Love the White Album. Definitely one of the best ones out there.
Yeah, definitely some cool stuff.
I know John
there.
has the original pressing of this on vinyl.
Ah, that's really, really cool. That's got to be a really that's a pretty rare album, isn't it?
Yeah.
The original?
Oh yeah, it's probably got to be.
Yeah, the Beatles' rare number cover, the White Album. Oh, okay. So the most valuable of all the Beatles albums was originally signed by Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and late John Lennon and George Harrison, of which was strictly the limited to 100 units worldwide and has been approved and numbered accordingly.
Wow. That is awesome.
Yeah. So there is White Albums that are super expensive and super rare.
But all signed. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely some cool stuff there.
That's what you get the Beatles fan in your life.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably like an absurd amount of money, too.
Oh, for sure.
His signatures make something like just so much more expensive.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's really, really cool whenever they have that kind of stuff. We do have 5 seconds for you guys to get enrolled in this next game. Should be some fun stuff as you guys have that minor prize restart at $48 and 52 balls or less to take it home. But the Musco prize is a double Musco as you got $94.80 available on that one. The major prize clicked over $3,000 as you guys were getting enrolled. So that ball count will be clicking up after we get past this one, as long as we don't give it out in 50 balls exactly. That's the only way we can give that one out. If we give it out any earlier, we give out the mega prize. If any later, we give out we give out the minor jackpot.
You got to be right at that 50.
So we got to be right at 50 to be able to give out that major
at
prize.
49.
Yeah. 49 goes the mega.
Yeah, definitely go for it.
I mean, that would be the goal. 49 balls or less, $45,335 available there. Definitely some cool stuff. But we do have some more this day in music history to get into.
Oh yeah, and in 1989, in Back to the Future Part 2, Marty McFly spies on his future self, who is foolishly led into a shady business deal by his coworker Douglas J. Needles, played by Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Definitely some fun stuff. It's crazy to think that Flea has an acting career.
Yes.
And quite a prolific one at that. He's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he's played a number of minor roles through the 1990s, including Son-in-Law as in 1993 as a tattoo artist, The Chase in 1994 as a monster truck driver alongside Candice, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas in 1998, as a hippie in the Big Lebowski in 1998, as a German
nihilist,
and in 1998 in the remake of Psycho.
Oh yeah, and his most prolific role is playing as Donnie in he's the guy who kidnaps Princess Leia in the new Obi-Wan show.
Oh,
the one who was like chasing her around.
Yes.
It makes a lot more sense when you think that it's Flea running around trying to grab her.
That is really funny. We do have Bull over at the corner bar, Goodhue, taking home that $94.80 must-go prize in this game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. Good job, Bull, as we'll be getting enrolled into this game number 11, and we'll see what that major and minor prize click up to as we start getting enrolled. But that's super fun that Flea was in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I know, it's awesome. He's a Star Wars character now.
That is
not only that, he's
hilarious.
a member of the Wild Thornberries.
That is awesome. Yeah, let's look up some more of his roles, just because he's played so many different roles.
Oh yeah, and I think it was Chester Bennington from what's it called, Lincoln Park. He was in a Saw movie.
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, you said Wild Thornberries. He plays
like Donnie, I think.
Yeah, he spoke very few actual words as Donnie in the 1990s TV series and 2002 movie The Wild Thornberries. The film script found sister Debbie and Eliza traveling the globe, talking to animals as if they were people, with Flea providing comic relief as his brother Donnie is a wild animal like 5-year-old boy. Flea said in a behind-the-scenes video from the show, offering the bassist a prime opportunity to let his high-speed gibberish fly.
Oh yeah, and Donnie is just like quite the character.
He did great with it. I don't think there's many better castings you could have had than Flea to play that rambling, gibberish-speaking low kid.
Oh yeah, definitely a ton of fun. Next up on this list, we have The Chase in 1994. I always thought I was a pretty terrible actor. Flea told Rolling Stone in an interview about The Chase, but I just looked into this weird little obscure cameo-esque film career. I just love being part of film history. This film starred Charlie Sheen as a man wrongfully convicted of a crime who then kidnapped a wealthy heiress in an attempt to escape prison. Flea played a fearless truck driver who tried to knock Sheen's vehicle into the guard railing while screaming, "Time to be heroes!" Yeah, and he Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer Anthony Kiedis was also in the movie.
That is hilarious. Obviously, we already talked about he was in the Big Lebowski as Flea came into this project with a straightforward goal. The preeminent thing in my mind is just working with the Coen brothers and seeing how those guys work and make movies. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. They would finish each other's ideas and sentences. They were really a two-headed creative monster. For me, they're just these two stoner brothers who have all these inside jokes in the Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah,
that's so funny. Yeah,
it's a classic movie with everyone that's in it. And then he was also in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which we talked about. Have you seen what Tobey Maguire looks like in that movie?
No, I haven't seen what is it. He's in Inside Out though, as well,
really?
The animated movie, as it's about the inner workings of the mind. And let's see, what does he end up playing? They encounter a two-mind worker cops along the way, and one of them is voiced by Flea.
Interesting. That's really cool.
That definitely is hilarious.
Definitely some awesome stuff. Next up, he was in Baby Driver in 2017. Definitely a really cool film there. Flea played the role of Eddie No-Nose in this film, which followed the story of a young getaway driver named Baby, played by Ansel Elgort, who constantly played music in an attempt to drown out a hearing impairment that he suffered as a child.
Definitely some interesting stuff. He made appearances in Family Guy, Boy Erased, American Dad. Let's see, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, and Obi-Wan Kenobi looks like it's the most recent one.
Yeah, really, really cool stuff. Well, definitely a cool day in music history as he appeared in Back to the Future 2 as Douglas J. Needles. But we do have 51 balls dropped in this game number 11 of Game Day Bingo. We're seeing if we can give out some nice prizes in this game as that miner is at 54 balls or less, meaning that we've clicked past it and now trying to give out that $29.90 must-go prize. Players already 5 balls away, and we'll see if we can give it out as we got Peeps, Max. Now we got our winner.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We got McGee over at North Star Tavern taking home that $29 must-go prize. Good job to you, McGee. As we start getting ready to get enrolled into game number... Ooh,
we're getting enrolled into game number 12.
Wow, definitely some awesome stuff. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in Press and Play as that minor, major, and mega prizes are going to be growing and rolling onto that next game.
Oh, yeah, but tonight we have a PGL specialty night, so we'd love it if you guys could get signed up at PGL.world and become a member of our league. PGL players compete for points on those specialty nights, as well as having access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information in it.
Not only that, when you guys get signed up, you get put on our new member spotlight, where we give you guys a little bit of extra luck and try and get you guys on those PGL standings. Those players that just got signed up are Disco Funk, Kelly, Crazy C, Mama P, Dean Amy, Paul, Littlefoot. We also got Sherbert, Janet 46, Nick 15373, G Nick, Mighty Joe Young, T Mills 88, J Guns 03, Manaf 18, Roland 59, J Craft, Baba Booey, and Flash Golf. Congratulations to all those players getting signed up at the PGL, and hopefully we can see you guys on those PGL standings soon.
Oh, yeah, and if you want to earn some extra PGL points this Thursday, make sure you're heading over to that Player Connect app, selecting that sports link, and choosing 5 squares on that e-tip boards for that Vikings versus Patriots game Thursday, November 24th. Points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and then earn PGL points for Season 12 if you win. The players who won just last week in the second quarter was a first-place player. First quarter was unknown. Second quarter was Jay Haycraft, player who just got signed up. Hey. Third place was Crothfuss. Won getting that third quarter. And the fourth quarter went out to unknown. Good job to all those players taking home some PGL points on that great little e-tip board game.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But we got our PGL standings sitting right in front of us and kicking off those player standings in 10th place, previously unranked. We got Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 905,930 points. 9th place, previously in 8th, we got Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 944,730 points. 8th place, previously in 9th, jumping forward, it's Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 945,245 points. Definitely a close race between them and Nixon. In 7th, it's Panda over at the Roadside with 971,935 points. In 6th place, kicking off that 1 million point club, we have Bergar over at Southtown Lanes with 1,026,215 points. 5th is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,066,285 points. 4th place, previously in 3rd, we got Devoided over at the Roadside with 1,091,765 points. With 1,113,680 points, we got 3rd place Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. 2nd place is Chapster over at Moe's with 1,201,925 points. And in 1st place with a commanding lead, we have Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 1,518,800 points.
Yeah, good job to all those players killing it on those PGL standings. We do have balls dropping in this game of Game Day Bingo. We got a minor prize of $142 you can win in 56 balls or less. That major prize sitting at $3,000 you could take home in 51 balls or less, just clicked up from 50 to 51. And that mega prize is sitting at $45,411 you could take home in 49 balls or less. If we miss out on all those jackpots, we will be trying to give out that must-go prize of $46. But since tonight is a PGL night, do you have a player that you're going to be watching out for tonight to be earning those points?
I'm going to be looking out for Nixon. Just got pushed back into 9th from 8th. And not too far behind 8th place Sarah Honey.
Yeah, so definitely could make a big rise there. My player to watch out for will still be devoided on today. Has been bumped back a little bit, now from, in 4th place, and I think could earn enough points to start competing to be in that top 3 once again.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll move on to the location side of these standings. And in 10th place, moving from unranked just last week to this spot, we got Clancy's on Island Lake Park Rapids with 2,660,884 points. With 2,814,220 points in 9th place, we got VFW Austin. 8th place is Corner Bar and Grill Winstead with 2,916,460 points. With 2,940,960 points. In 7th place, we got LJ's in Miltona. 6th place is the Mabel Liquor Store with 2,988,474 points. And with 3,560,160 points in 5th place, we got Cabin Bar and Nicolette. Before I get into the top 4, though, we do have a winner in this game.
Oh, yeah, we got Ambo 22 over at the Country Lounge, taking home that $46 Musco prize. Good job to you, Ambo, as we're going to be getting enrolled into that game number, 13. Definitely some awesome stuff. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in Press and Play, as that minor, major, and mega jackpots are going to be growing and rolling on to that next round.
Yeah, minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be some great stuff in this game. Over $180 available in that one. But back to these standings. In 4th place, we got VFW Northfield. Recently got bumped back from 3rd into 4th with 3,749,730 points. With 3,836,650 points. In 3rd place, also got pushed back from 2nd into 3rd. We got the Friendly Buffalo and Big Lake. And that big riser, moving from 4th into 2nd last week, we got Poppers in Virginia with 3,932,700 points. But the big lead, has just over a 1 million point lead right now, just killing it. 1st place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill St. Cloud with 5,185,990 points. Good job to all of our locations and players killing it on these PGL nights. And make sure you're coming out tonight for a little bit of PGL game action right at 6:40, as me and Will are going to be here for our MegaSota game night. But also come out for tomorrow night, as we won't be here. It will be unhosted, but PGL points will still be awarded during a Wild Wednesday that runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and usually it's me and you out there trying to give out those great prizes. But we do have a little bit of Wild news to get into, as they just finished up a really great game yesterday or 2 days ago.
I believe, 2 days ago.
Yes, 2 days.
But the Wild are currently 8-2. Alex Goligoski scored 1 minute and 12 seconds into overtime to give the Minnesota Wild a 2-1 victory against the Carolina Hurricanes on Saturday night. Sam Steele had a goal and an assist, and Philip Gustavsson stopped 20 shots as the Wild snapped a 3-game losing streak. Goligoski, who was honored before the game for playing in his 1,000th NHL game earlier this season, got a pass from Steele in the extra period and tallied his first goal of the season. It was his 3rd career overtime goal since 2017, and he has to say that it was a big night. I had so much fun, family and friends in the building. I was emotional with my family even beforehand. So just to end up like that, it was a crazy emotional night. And you have to think so. Being able to score your first goal of the season and your 3rd career overtime goal right in front of all your family and friends as they're coming out for that 1,000th game, it's got to make that very memorable.
Yeah, that's got to be some really, really cool stuff. So I'm glad to see that he had a really, really good team, while we beat a very talented Avalanche team. They're very, very good, and I think they have 10 wins on the season so far, and we were able to get an overtime win with them. Definitely some awesome stuff there.
Oh, yeah, definitely crazy stuff. It looks like that's cool. I might have to maybe pick up one of those. The Wild are doing custom jerseys that are coming up, and that's going to look pretty cool. I want to see what they're going to look like.
Yeah, it's to celebrate Native American heritage.
Oh, that is a really cool jersey.
Yeah.
It's got the 4 Nations logo on it and all that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Today they announced it's on November 21st. So yesterday they announced its partnership with the Prairie Island Indian community to celebrate Native American Heritage Day on Friday, November 25th, when the team hosts the Toronto Maple Leafs at 1 p.m.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, Native American Heritage Day, signed into law in 2008, takes place the day after Thanksgiving and honors Native Americans across the nation. The day celebrates the vibrant culture, traditions, and heritage while recognizing the many contributions Native Americans have made. That's awesome.
Oh,
And our tribe is proud to be active and engaged in Minnesota, and give back is at the core of who we are as Dakota people, says Johnny Johnson, Prairie Island Community Tribal Council President. Our partnership with the Wild gives us a platform to share our stories and celebrate our culture with the community, which we are honored to do on this national holiday.
Oh yeah, I am already looking up a way to order one, and definitely some really cool stuff.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Definitely would be a fun one to get. We do have our winner, as we got twos over at Moe's in Mounds View, taking home that $215 minor jackpot, because they were able to take that home in 57 balls. Good job, Tuesday, as we are now going to be getting enrolled into a game number 14 of Game Day Bingo, as that minor prize is reset at 52 balls or less. But we will have a double Musco in this one, so whatever the Musco did leave off at is only going to be growing as you guys get enrolled in the next 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Should be some fun stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But those Wild are going to be facing off against those Winnipeg Jets at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, so just tomorrow. So make sure you guys are out there supporting those Wild. And one way to do so is by playing the ETAB game we teamed up with them for. Let's Go Wild. You guys can play that today at your favorite Minnesota bar and check out that Slap Shot bonus round, as it's your only place to check out all those awesome ETAB games. Sponsored with those Minnesota Wild.
Oh yeah, we love it that we are the only ones with only ETAB games with sports with those Minnesota Wild, Minnesota Vikings, and Minnesota Twins ETABs official games, which is awesome to see. We do have 1 minute and 40 seconds to get enrolled in this next game number 14 of Game Day Bingo. Should be some fun stuff as these games are flying by. But as you guys are getting enrolled, I do have a fishing report to talk about, as we're checking in with the Detroit Lake Area Lakes, done by Explore Minnesota on November 17th. Some of the small shallow lakes in Detroit